What's up, guys? Papa Eagle's back in the nest, and welcome back to another Stormbound video. So in today's Stormbound video, we're going to be looking at some of the new cards that were released in the update, and also some of the balance changes that have also been released. So let's get started. Now, in my last Stormbound video, I told you guys this was going to become one of the new meta decks because it wasn't getting changed very much. Because I thought originally that the changes were a really bad thing, actually. I thought that they would destroy Shadowfen, and also the Swarm would get a little bit weakened as well. But I was actually wrong. Now, I'll explain why. So if we go to this Shadowfen deck that I've randomly made, just look at some of the things in it. So this is like a Ravens deck. Now, the Ravens haven't gotten changed at all. But as I always say, there's two sides to every deck. And so now the second side of this deck, Shadowfen I mean, has been changed drastically. So, Toxic Sacrifice. Instead of putting or destroying bordering units, it now does surrounding units. Meaning, if you have a high enough level Toxic Sacrifice, say 4 or 5, you deal 6 damage to surrounding units. So you basically just drop a bomb on everybody. And same goes for Crimson Sentry. It just nukes everything. Basically, these new cards in Shadowfen have turned them into nuclear weapons. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing for the game. So I've played a couple games since this update. I think they're interesting. I'm not going to say if they're good or bad yet. But now we're going to see if this new pirate deck, the one I claim to be the meta, can hold up with these new updates. So let's get right into a battle. And something I hope you notice is the overlays I've put on the sides of my black bars so they're not super boring anymore. How about that, huh? Anyways. Oh. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this deck is the new meta. I made him surrender within the first 5 seconds of the match. Yep, that's me. I'm so good at this game. Ooh, we also completed a challenge. We have a ton of coins. We might as well do a pack opening after this. We've got 245 coins, and we'll probably have more by the time this is over. So, stay tuned for a pack opening. Alright, here we go. This guy's another level 13. Hopefully he's not like the last guy who was kind of foolish with his card plays. But, you know, we can't control that. Okay, Swarm Colors. So that's not a decent start, but maybe he just had nothing else. Oh, dude. Okay, good. They're only... excuse me. They're only level 2 Swarm Colors, which is not threatening. We're going to replace Wisp Cloud. And spawn some freebooters, I think. Yeah, okay. That worked out fine. Then next time, okay, next turn I think we're gonna replace Kindred's Grace, spawn Rhymelings, and then it depends on what we get after we replace Kindred's Grace. But anyways, he spawned Doppelbox. They'll push up on us a little bit. Okay, so we are going to replace Kindred's Grace and get Midwinter's Chaos. So that's not too great. I think we're gonna spawn Cabin Girls. So yeah, the Cabin Girls will just create a blockade, so his units cannot really advance too far, which is fine. I'm perfectly okay with that, because there's nothing wrong with playing defensive, especially in the early game. Playing aggressive in the early game can lead to you getting mined out from behind, which I really like it when I do that, but I hate it when people do it to me. So anyways, this guy seems to be pretty smart. He's played his cards decently well. We're going to spawn Rhymelings here. Will give us 3 mana back. And then we're going to replace that first. Okay, then we're going to spawn Gold Grubbers. I know they didn't use their effect, but that's fine. Okay, we definitely have the advantage here because he went first, and we have more units on the field. So, we're going to have more mana next turn, and he has less units. Almost guaranteed. Because right now he could spawn Heroic Soldiers if he's got them. And that would be probably, I'm assuming 7 or 8 units because he's level 13. And we could still deal with that easily by just spawning Lucky Charmers, and that would just wipe him out immediately. So I think we're pretty good regardless of what he spawns. Okay, Queen of Herds. Every time I place my Queen of Herds, she spawns Swarm Collars or something stupid like that in a really bad spot. Okay, but this time the Queen seemed to be doing a pretty good job. So we're going to have to adjust to that. Alright, I just lowered my game audio really quick because I think it was getting a little bit loud, but just, just the thing. Okay, that might be a little bit too quiet, but anyways, we're gonna spawn Lucky Charmers right here. They'll gain 6 strength, which is pretty awesome. Then we're gonna replace Blue Cell Raiders and get our North Sea Dog. Okay, that's basically what I was expecting. All right, so the Queen of Herds is still alive, who has unfortunately pushed up his front line a far bit. But we have 8 units on the field, like 8 total strength, I mean. So I think we have the advantage here, definitely. But this guy definitely seems to be a match. He has decent cards, and he's done a pretty good play so far. Oh, I forgot to wave and handshake. Oops. Oh, Vindicators. Interesting. Okay, so he seems to have like an undead sort of deck, not really focusing on satyrs. I'm not really sure though. This deck seems to be a little bit confused about its identity right now, so it's alright. We're going to spawn Gold Grubbers right there to take out the Queen, push his front line all the way back, and then we're going to spawn Westwind Sailors to push him on the front line. So now, see what I've done here, these Gold Grubbers are actually going to hold a secondary front line in case he does manage to use like Flood the Gates or something like that to kill all of my guys at his base. And normally if he did that, we'd be pushed all the way back, but the Gold Grubbers will actually hold our secondary line and keep us right there up above our back line. And now, even if he doesn't manage to do anything, they'll still move forward eventually, and we'll keep our line. Nothing will change. Okay, so he spawned Mischiefs, and now he's going to spawn Devastators. Ooh, what do these do? I don't know. When attacking the enemy base, deal 2 additional damage to it. Okay, so they're base attackers. Alright, so I actually kind of want to get those Devastators, but we don't have them. Alright, what we're going to do, this is a little bit risky. Never mind, not anymore. Okay, we're going to spawn Rhymelings right here. They'll move up. Give us mana. We're going to freeze and then spawn our Wisp Cloud right here. So he'll kill the Devastators, move up. Now this is especially good because now that little spot where he can place stuff will have to attack forward, then attack either right or left, and I'll probably still get damage off. So I think we've done a pretty good job positioning ourselves in the right area. I'm going to give him another wave. Hopefully he'll wave back, but you know, if you guys give a wave and a handshake, you are part of the flock, and I appreciate you. Even if you beat me, like, into the ground, I still appreciate it. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. His deck's a little bit confused. He spawned Swarm Callers, but he had no satyrs around to buff them up, so I think, well, he could have done a much better job of protecting his base. Oh, well. Okay, so he has 2 health left, and we have a lot more than 2 health. We're going to replace Blue Cell Raiders. Okay, so if we spawn, I'm going to spawn Freebooters right here. They'll give us another card to draw. Then I'll spawn a North Sea Dog and then choose to Kindred's Grace all 3 of them. Now, the reason I did that is just so I can have a strong pushing force, decent intermediary unit, North Sea Dog, and then also Freebooters on the far right side as a frontline backup. So he has to go through 3 layers of our units in order to get rid of them. So I think I did a pretty good job. And then next time I also set up a Lucky Charmers push on the far left side. Let's see, where will this spawn? Why does he get great spawns? Every time I spawn my Queen of Herds, he always spawns a Swarm Caller in like the top right corner. Okay, anyways, he could have done a better job of defending his base, I think. But this deck, as you can see, it affords little to no wiggle room when it comes to defending your base, which is what I love about it. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. Well, actually, no. We have a pack opening to do. So go open a Splendid Book. I'm gonna upgrade it. I'll cut out the video. See you guys when we get there. Alright, so we've got our shiny golden book. Gonna open it up and see what we get. You know what'd be great? Is if I got an epic out of here. Oh, or Victors of the Melee. I hadn't had them before. That's actually really cool. Thank you, Stormbound game. Also, Lawless Herd. I haven't had that before. That's a pretty good card. Wolf Cloaks, everybody's had that before, and Dark Harvest, I'm actually pretty happy about that one as well. So those are some pretty good cards. We're going to see if we can top that in our next book. Alright, so we got our second golden book right here. Let's crack it open. Siege Breakers, Warfront Runners, Crimson Sentry, Calming Spirits. Okay, that book was definitely worse than the first one, but it's alright. I'm always happy to open that. But now, what we're going to do is we're going to open a heroic book, because we got some rubies from the people at Paladin Studios. They gave us some free ones for Valentine's Day, so we're just going to open this up and see what pops out. Okay, Venom Falspire, Broken Truce, Flesh Menders, cool, Siege Breakers, Swarm Collars, Gold Grubbers. Alright, that was alright. We got some decent cards. Nothing super great, though. Nothing astounding, you know what I mean? Anyways, looks like that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. It would be cool if you leave a comment. And it would be super if you'd subscribe. See you guys next time.